Hi everyone, I'm Anna Liam, and today I want to share how I dealt with toxic people in my life. Specifically, how my mother-in-law's manipulative tactics nearly destroyed my marriage, until karma stepped in. 3 years ago, I thought I had everything: a thriving career as a marketing executive, a sleek downtown Seattle apartment, and what I believed was the perfect marriage to James. Our home was my sanctuary, especially my home office, where I could work uninterrupted. Well, almost uninterrupted. Anna, darling, shouldn't you be cooking dinner instead of staring at that screen all day? Patricia, my mother-in-law, chimed in during one of her mandatory weekly family dinners. I forced a calm smile. Actually, Patricia, I just closed a major account that will boost our company's revenue by 30%. In my day, she said with a sickly sweet tone, women prioritize family over career ambitions. Don't you think, James? James, as usual, stared at his plate. Mom, Anna's work is important to her. She's really good at it. Of course, dear. I just worry about your future. When will I get grandchildren if she's always working? These dinners became predictable torture sessions, with Patricia criticizing everything, from my cooking to my work hours, all wrapped in that sugary facade. Then came James's big promotion at his software company. I was genuinely thrilled for him, until Patricia dropped her bomb. Oh, my precious boy, this calls for a celebration. I'll move in temporarily to help you both adjust to this new phase. I nearly choked. That's really not necessary, Patricia. We can manage. Nonsense. My doctor says my blood pressure is concerning. I feel much better being close to my son during this time. James's face softened with concern. That's when it clicked. Her health crisis always aligned with her getting her way. Later that night, I confronted James. Honey, your mother can't move in. This is our space. It's just temporary, Anna. And she hasn't been feeling well. Didn't you see how pale she looked? She looked fine when she was criticizing my career choices. You're being unfair. She's just old school and worried about us. The following week, I overheard Patricia on the phone in the garden. Yes, Margaret, the doctor says I'm fit as a fiddle, but James doesn't need to know that. A mother knows best, and that wife of his needs to learn her place. My hands shook as I recorded her conversation. She'd been manipulating us all along. I wanted to confront her, but something told me to wait. This was just the beginning. A week later, Patricia arrived with more luggage than seemed necessary. James, be careful with those bags. They're my special china, she instructed from the lobby. Mom, I thought this was just for a few weeks during your renovation. Well, dear, one can never be too prepared. Oh, Anna, instead of standing there, could you help with the delicate items? I clenched my teeth. I was in the middle of a client call but had to end it early. Coming, Patricia. The next morning, I walked into my home office, ready to work, only to find Patricia rearranging my furniture. What are you doing in here? Oh, darling, I can't manage those steep stairs with my back condition. The doctor said I need a ground floor space. This is my office. I have meetings all day. James, sweetie, could you come here for a moment? James appeared, already dressed for work. What's wrong, Mom? The stairs, dear. My back can't handle them, and the doctor was very clear. Anna, maybe you could temporarily set up in the covered balcony. It's spacious. Are you serious? I have confidential client meetings. Don't raise your voice at my son. Oh my, Patricia clutched her chest, staggering back with dramatic flair. The stress. I can't breathe. Mom. James rushed to her side. Anna, call an ambulance. No ambulance. Patricia gasped, her voice weak. Just need rest. James helped her to the couch in my office, shooting me a glare. Anna, please, just for a few weeks. That evening, I reluctantly moved my equipment to the balcony. Through the glass doors, I watched Patricia practically waltzing around my office, gleefully rearranging everything. At 2 a.m., I got up for water and heard muffled voices. Peering into the office, I saw Patricia on the phone. Margaret, you wouldn't believe how well it's working. That little princess actually moved to the balcony. Yes, the balcony. Can you imagine? Phase 1 is complete. James always caves when I mention my health. Give it another month and she'll be out completely. Oh, and her client list? Found it. Been making some interesting calls. And her laptop. So easy to accidentally spill something on. Soon, she won't even be able to work. I stood frozen, my phone recording every word. The next day, during a crucial video conference, Patricia strolled in. "Oh, I'm so sorry. Was this cable important?" She held up my disconnected Ethernet cord with a saccharine smile. "Patricia, I was in the middle of. Don't take that tone with me. My nerves can't handle hostility." That evening, I discovered my laptop soaked in coffee. "Must have been the cleaning lady," Patricia said with a smug smile. From that moment, I locked my equipment and switched to a mobile hotspot. But watching her play the perfect mother while systematically dismantling my career made my blood boil. I needed a different approach. One evening, I overheard Patricia on the phone in my office. "Hello, this is Anna Liam calling to cancel all my upcoming contracts." My stomach dropped. Patricia was impersonating me. Later that night, I watched the footage from the hidden camera I'd installed. Yes, terminate everything. Family comes first, you understand. As I investigated further, I stumbled upon an old wedding photo. James with another woman. A little digging led me to Rebecca, his ex-wife. "I never thought I'd hear from James's new wife," Rebecca said when we met at a secluded coffee shop. "Ex-wife, soon enough," I replied. "If Patricia has her way." Rebecca laughed bitterly. "Let me guess. Health scares, mysterious accidents, and temporary moves that aren't so temporary." "Yes, and she's sabotaging my career. She called my boss, sabotaged my presentations, even tried to convince James I was cheating." "Did she ever open accounts in your name? Check your credit report." That night, I did. 5 new credit cards, 2 personal loans, all in the last month. My hands trembled as I printed the evidence. Suddenly, ink exploded everywhere. "Oh, Anna," Patricia cooed, appearing in the doorway. "Your important papers were here too. Such a shame." "Don't worry, I have copies." Her smile flickered when I said, "So do I." Later, I overheard her whispering to James, "I'm worried about Anna. She's so unstable. Always taking pictures, staying up late. Maybe work is too much for her." The next day, James confronted me. "Anna, maybe you should take a break. Mom's worried about your mental health." "Is that what she thinks?" I asked, raising an eyebrow. Interesting timing, since her apartment renovation was supposed to be done weeks ago. "She's just concerned. Maybe if you were more understanding, like Rebecca." His face went pale as I smiled coldly. "Rebecca? Funny you mention her. Did you know your mother drove her away?" "History repeats itself, James. But I'm not Rebecca." I laid out the evidence: fraud, identity theft, sabotage. Patricia thought she was destroying me quietly, but she didn't realize I was building a case to take her down. The next morning, my phone rang. "Miss Liam, congratulations on landing the Thompson account. The VP position in our New York office is yours if you want it." Perfect timing. That same morning, I anonymously submitted all my evidence to the FBI's Financial Crimes Unit and the state's Insurance Fraud Division. At dinner, I delivered the final blow. "Patricia, I'm moving to New York for a promotion. James can stay here with you, since you need him so much." "So much running away," Patricia sneered, her voice dripping with venom. "I always told James you'd abandon him for your career." James stood between us, bewildered. "Anna, we can talk about this." I held my ground. "There's nothing left to discuss. I'm leaving next week. You have until then to decide, your mother or your marriage." 3 days later, the doorbell rang. 2 agents stood at our doorstep. "Mrs. Patricia Liam, we have questions regarding multiple insurance claims and recent loan applications." Patricia's face twisted in indignation. "This is absurd. I've done nothing wrong." "Then you won't mind explaining these credit cards opened in Anna Liam's name," one agent said, holding up a stack of documents. Her eyes darted between them. "She did this. Anna opened those accounts. She's framing me." I stepped forward, calm and resolute. "Really? Then why do we have footage of you making those calls, pretending to be me, and documentation of your past insurance fraud cases?" "James," Patricia's voice cracked. Tell them your wife is lying." But James stood frozen, staring at the credit card statements on his phone, the ones I had forwarded to him. His voice was hollow. "Mom, what did you do?" Her composure shattered. "Everything I did was for you. She was going to take you away from me." But her words fell flat. Breaking free, a week later, I was on a plane to New York. James called endlessly, his voicemails piling up. Anna, please, I had no idea. Mom's being charged with multiple felonies. She took out loans in my name too, cleaned out my savings. Please, call me back. Delete. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I should have seen it. Please, give me another chance. Delete. 6 months passed. I had just closed a $50 million deal when my phone buzzed. It was Rebecca. Patricia. Guilty on all charges, 7 years for fraud, identity theft, and financial crimes. Another message followed, this time from James. The divorce papers are signed. I'm in therapy now, dealing with everything. I know it's too late, but I finally understand what Mom did, to you, to Rebecca, to everyone. I'm so sorry. I glanced around my corner office. Awards adorned the shelves. The city skyline gleamed through the windows. I was exactly where I was meant to be. You're missing our team dinner, boss. My assistant poked her head in. Be right there. I hovered over James's message for a moment, then deleted it. Did Marcus pick that amazing Italian place again? You know it. As we walked through the bustling streets of New York, I smiled. Patricia's temporary stay had turned into a permanent one in state prison. Sometimes karma works flawlessly. I never replied to James. Some bridges aren't meant to be rebuilt. Besides, I was too busy living my best, toxic-free life. Have you ever noticed how toxic people always paint themselves as victims when they're caught? How would you have handled Patricia's manipulation? Would you have confronted her immediately or gathered evidence like I did? Some say I was too harsh on James, but when someone repeatedly chooses their toxic parent over their partner, where do you draw the line? Let me know in the comments.